Welcome back, everybody. It's Rama from Junk Journal Divas. Hello, my friends. Today I'm trying to get back into the groove after the holiday. So I want to make some mixed media tags. I want to play with these printables from Art House Whimsy. And I grabbed some layering stencils to play with. I also have the Distress, what are they, the Spritz? And then I have Lunar paste. These are new mediums that I got. I haven't played with these yet, so I'm excited to use them. So first I'm going to just work on some backgrounds. And the first thing I'm going to do is just a little bit of stamping. And this is just to kind of put something on the background, get my first layer down. So I'm using a script stamp. And this is a 12 by 12 really heavy cardstock piece of paper that I'm working on. And I have two of them. So I'm kind of picking out my colors, looking at the focal points, what colors I want to use, and just start spraying. So this is the first time that I've used these. You guys know I love the Distress spray stain in the oxide sprays, but I haven't tried these yet. And I definitely like them a lot. So after I spray, I'm just smooshing my other paper down into it. Now, I should have thought of adding just a tiny spritz of water just to get a little more movement with those colors, but I didn't think of it during the time. And you guys, I had no idea what I was going to be doing here. It was kind of rough getting back into the groove after this long hiatus from the holiday, which is why I'm doing a voiceover. So looking at the results here, I really like these. They remind me a lot of the mica sprays, if you've ever used those from Tim Holtz. And now I'm just kind of looking at my focal points, deciding on which colors I want to use here. So this is the Lunar paste, which all of them are Lunar paste, except there is one that I use that's the Astro paste. So just kind of spreading this on. I'm not trying to be too perfect here, just kind of getting some color down. And when I'm finished with this, I'm going to go over the results and kind of talk about these mediums a little bit more. I definitely like them and think I'm going to order some more. Which brings me to another thing. So in the video description, I'm going to link a Facebook group. It is called the Tim Holtz and More Buy and Sell. And if you go into that group and you look in the group albums, and that's where everybody has things for sale. And the girl's name is Yannette, and her last name is, I don't even know how to say it. It's D-Y-R-U-D. Dyrid, I'm not sure how you say it, but if you click on one of her albums, you'll see all the things for sale come up, and then you just comment on the picture, one of these or whatever it is that you want. And the way that it works is you will message her your email, and she'll send you an invoice. And she just great things. She does a great job with her packaging. Everything's like, it's so nicely packaged. I love it. But that is where I got all these goodies to play with. So you can see here I'm using the blue, and I didn't even wipe all of the gold off of my spatula here. I just went right into adding the blue. I love trying new mediums and just playing with things. I'm a medium junkie for sure. Okay, so this is the Astro paste. The other ones I used are Lunar paste. The Astro is a little more translucent, and the color changes a bit in the light. if you can see the color that it is right now, it's really, because it's mixed with a white paste. And it looks like there's hardly any color at all, but when it dries, the only thing that shows up is the green glitter that is in this paste. So you'll see it is a huge difference. Now you can use anything that you want to apply, obviously, but this part of the stencil, it was really hard to kind of get the paste down in those little lines that are in the circles. So as always, I went back to my favorite application method, which is my finger. So now I'm just adding going in with some color, and this is Distress Oxide. So that color, when you put it on, it's like a really kind of dull color, very matte and a dull color. And this is, if you don't know, the oxides react with water, although I'm not using water on this. I just was grabbing what I had to use color. And I don't know why I don't have a lot of ink pads, but I have all the sprays, and I have some Distress Oxide pads. So use what you have, guys. Use what you have. And then on this paper, I wanted to add some orange. So this is the rusty hinge that I'm using. And this is just to get some different color on there. I do like the way that this looks though, because the Astro paste and the Lunar paste, they're so bright and metallic. So this is kind of really flat, you know, color, kind of tone it down a little bit. So I'm also using that the circle stencil that has the lines in it. So again, using my finger to apply some of the orange here. Okay guys, I'm doing like a little short little mini video here because I just wanted to show you the results of this. Everything that I used, they're all the paste, the Lunar paste, except for one is the Astro paste. Okay, so the difference between these two, and it took a little minute for me to kind of figure this out, but they are both a creamy paste, metallic, so they've got that shine to them. The Lunar paste is pigmented, it is opaque color, whereas the Astro paste, it has, if you can see, it's got white in there with it, so it kind of dries, like it's slightly translucent, but and then it has that color that comes up when the light shines on your project. So let me just show you how much this changes color. So if you can see in here, you can see down in there and see the color, what that looks like, but when it dries, you only see that glittery part. So let me just close this up, put this aside. So the green is here, just so you can see what that looks like. So again, all of these are the Lunar paste, except for this green one is the Astro paste. So I would say, I mean, it's kind of like a, it's glittery. It's definitely more glittery. This is my Kristen terms, the way I would describe it. It's glittery, right? I mean, that's what I see in it, is a lot of the glitter, whereas this is just kind of reminds me of a metallic paint, like acrylic paint. One thing that I will say that I love about this stuff is that it dries really fast. So that part, I really like that a lot, because, you know, when we're excited about a project, I don't want to wait for something to dry. I don't know if I showed this one or not, but so you can see I just layered up the different, let me see, so I've got the blue and the orange, which are both the Lunar pastes. And then I have the green, which is the Astro paste. I'm just going to keep repeating this because, yeah, I keep messing it up. Okay, guys, so that's the one that I did. Now this is the other one. This is the one that I started where I was stamping. So the only thing I used on here was the Gold Rush. And then, let's see. Oh, there's a little bit of the blue here, and that was from, I just kind of smeared this blue one. This is No Diving is the color. And I just kind of smeared it on, you know, that was left over on my stencil, and I just kind of went ahead with my gold. So that's what that color is. And then these blue dots here are the Distress Oxide pads, and I kind of like the way that they look. You know, they've got that really matte, really flat color next to this really shiny metallic gold. So I'm really liking this in place of even maybe my gold acrylic paint that I used all the time. I like it's called the Treasure Gold, and it's a really thick gold paint, and I really like it for just adding little splashes of color and accents. And this, I think I definitely like better. That's just a little bit about these mediums. And again, the colors that I use here are Guppy, the Astro paste, which is the only paste that I have, is Later Gator, Gold Rush, and No Diving. And then I used a bunch of the Distress Spritz. So I just kind of mixed all the colors together here. I don't know if I used peeled paint or not. I know I added some yellow. I don't know, I love blues and greens, so I think what I used, tumbled glass, peacock feathers, salvaged patina, peeled paint, and fossilized amber. So yeah, I definitely like these. They're like, it's like a mica spray. If you're new to the Tim Holtz products, the stain spray is just color. And then we have the oxide spray, which reacts with water and kind of changes a little bit. It's fun to play with. And then we also have these. He does also have, which just makes it even more confusing, but he does have distress sprays that are mica sprays. These are maybe just a little less opaque. They're not quite as opaque. So that is the difference with those. And now let's keep going with the video. Now I'm showing the focal points here. I added some clear embossing glaze on top of these so they have that shine. And I also cut my my paper into tags, and that was a 12 by 12 piece of paper, so I cut it into 6 tags. So you can see these focal points, and again, I've got the link to these digitals in the video description. It's a large kit, a boho kit from Art House Whimsy, and I just love all the colors. So here are my tags that I have to work with for now. And I'm just trying to figure out, a lot of these girls are sitting, So I wanted to use these trims to kind of make it look like they're sitting on the trims. And so I'm going to cut them out. Now I'm leaving a little tiny bit of like a border going around them, so I'm not fussy cutting them out perfectly. And I'm just kind of looking through my stash. You guys, I also have sari packages in my Etsy shop. I've got a lot of sari, and I have a ton of new pieces that I need to cut up and make new packages for spring. So I'm trying to use some of these up. But I just wanted to grab a few pieces that I think would go with these focal points and the tags that I'm making here. And I am just using my Art Glitter brand glue, which is my go-to glue, and it's working fine. Now, I'm sorry that I thought I was recording and I realized that I wasn't, so that first tag that I did, I kind of got cut off and we didn't see the whole thing. But I'm moving into the second tag and creating it. So I've got this, I love this bright turquoise piece of embellished sari, and I wanted to use this. I thought this girl could maybe sit on it, but it's a little too bulky and wasn't working out. So I am sticking with the original idea of using these trims, the borders. And I am going to go around the edges of these and do some sewing after I get all of my elements put down and into place. And the kit from Art House Whimsy also comes with some background pages and some sentiments. So I've got those to work with also. I'm using this piece of fabric that I have from making my boho flowers. And so I thought this would look great for my tag topper. So I'm just going to play a little bit of music while I play around here with all these different elements, creating the tags, and then we will meet back up at the end, and I will show a little flip through. I did some close-ups of the tags because these were really hard to get good pictures of because we've got that metallic Astro paste and the Lunar paste, and then I also have the embossing glaze on top of my focal point, so the light reflecting off of everything. But I tried to get some good photos and get some close-ups so you could see the way that everything comes together. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know if you've worked with these mediums or not and what you think of them. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon for some more crafty adventures.